Yeah, the first and most important thing, I guess, you need to be a member from the CSA. Otherwise, you cannot apply to get a certificate. You can apply to VB for testing, but you never will get a certificate for that. Okay. And the step number 2 is you need to ask to the CSA for a vendor ID. This is through the help CSA email, and that is basically you company identification in the Matter ecosystems. Step number 3, you need to select the network transform to develop the product. So that means you can choose between thread, Wi-Fi, or Ethernet, and yeah. But it's important that you need to obtain the transport layer certification, because if you have the certification, for example, for thread, you cannot claim your Matter certificate. Even if you pass all the test cases, you need to have in place first your transport layer certification. Step number 5 is after you have all these decisions, you can go to BB, and we are happy to test your product using the standard tool provided by the CSA. And yeah, when the testing is done, we basically send the test report to the CSA. And that's important to mention that because we only test, we are not the entity to issue the certificate. So basically, after you finish your testing product, you need to contact the CSA and ask them for your certificate. Yeah, how the membership, of course, there are different levels. So you need to contact the help and the CSA in order to know the costs and the fees you need to pay for, and also the responsibility, because depending of the level of membership, you have some responsibilities also to fulfill with the CSA. As I mentioned before, step number 3 and 4, you need to have first the certification for your transport layer, and there is the 3 options we have at the moment supported with Matter is Ethernet, Wi-Fi, and Thread 1.3. And the Bluetooth is only for commissioning things, for the initial commissioning, and it's supposed to be the Bluetooth Low Energy 4.0 and later. But again, you need to have this certification first. Yeah, in order to claim your Matter certificate. The step number 5 is when you are start talking about for the real testing. Normally, you need to, in order to start this as a lab, we need to know a little bit more about your product. And how we know about your product is getting this standard way to define your product. This is the PICS. And then for that, you need to go to the PICS tool, which is, this is just an example. So you can go there, and then you can see in bold, you can see the package. You can see the BDB, which is for Zigbee, and then cluster, which is also for Zigbee, but the next one is for Matter. So you need to click there, and then you will have the PICS representation in XML. So, and then you can drag and drop these XML files into this gray rectangle, and then the user interface will guide you to check, to click here and there what you need to claim you do product support. Yep, and then yeah, after you finish, you zip it up and then send this package to us, and then we can start to create the test plan and do the projection how many days we will need to test your product, which normally is like a 2 weeks, but potentially more. It depends on the complexity of the functionality your product support. Okay, this tool is provided by the CSA, so the link is in the top of the page. Okay, this is basically a summary for the step number 5. After the test is completed, we issue the report to the CSA and CCU. So in that way, the CSA Alliance is aware that one product is fully tested, and you are aware also that we finished our job and ready to go. Okay, the test report, as expected, include all the tests applicable for your product, and also the pass and failures. We normally issue report with only pass, because if there is failure, there is no reason to send the package to the CSA. We need to fix that before. So the CSA will review the test report and the PICS and everything related to your product. And normally it takes like between 2 or 3 days. It's no long. It depends on the queue, because and it's also something that we cannot control. This is the CSA responsibility, so they take control. After we issue the report, we cannot do anything there. So we need just wait until the CSA approve or send a couple of observations back to the lab or to the product manufacturer. Probably we just forgot to test one test case, or probably the customer forgot to send the pics properly, something like that kind of questions. And then after that, the CSA issued to you the certificate that everything is good. So here is your certificate. The product will be listed on the CSA website, but it's also a decision of the product manufacturer. The product manufacturer can choose to list or not the product in the web, and I think there is a fee for that, but I'm not sure, to be honest, because I am not the CSA guy. So this is something that you need to ask to the CSA again, to the help, and then after that you are ready to download your certificate, and you can use the logos in your product, and that's it. Okay, this is how it looks like, the certification tool. Normally it's a portal where you basically push all your files, your pics, and your documentation related to your product. And this is how the tool looks like. It's like, in order to have this access to this tool, you need to ask to the CSA to enable your email or your using account. Otherwise, you cannot see this portal. This portal is not public. You need to get access first. That's it. Quickly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Easy to do. And of course, we always are open to help our customers in the process. This is just a small summary how to do.